Hello and welcome to this very special recording from the Elders of Adigan. Today I'd like to take you on a journey to the Tree of Life, from the old year into the new. So come with me if you will and travel a while. I'd like you to sit comfortably, close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Breathe in and out at a pace that is comfortable to you. Take another deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and fully relax as you exhale. Now, breathing rhythmically and comfortably, let all the tensions of your body flow away from the tip of your head, through your shoulders and chest, down past your torso, into your legs, and out into your feet to be received by the Great Mother. Listen to the drum and the rattle and know that you are perfectly safe in this space as we journey. We call upon the elements. We call upon air, fire, water, earth and ether to help guide us and protect us today. We call upon the powers of the north, of earth, the energies of midnight and of badger and raven. We call upon the powers of the east, of air, the energies of the dawn, and of hare and blackbird. We call upon the powers of the south, of fire, the energies of midday, and of fox and eagle. We call upon the west, of water, the energies of sunset and of salmon and owl. We call upon above and below, inside and out, and back, front and sides, of ether and the Great Spirit, the energies of humanity and the self, and the great knowing. And we call upon the old gods and goddesses to travel by our sides. Feel yourself beginning to fade from this reality, beginning to become as smoke. And as this smoke is transported on the breeze, it spirals through time and space, being taken where the whim of nature wishes. And as you are taken on the breeze, you find yourself now in a clearing in Sweden. The smoke that you have become starts to materialize around a blazing fire until you are whole and seated on a wooden stool. Looking around you, there are many fellow travelers who have also found their way to this fire. And as you look, left and right, you acknowledge each other, for you have all been on an amazing journey to be here. Looking around the fire, you also notice Freya and Odin, who have also joined this space. You acknowledge each other, but you cannot stay here for long, for now is the time to go into the forest. So rising up from your stool, you put one foot in front of the other, and you walk forward. The forest and the trees are a little away from the fire, and the grass is getting deeper and more lush, and the surroundings are getting darker as the light from the fire fades. Looking into the forest, you know there is nothing to fear. And putting one hand in front of the other, you push forward into the forest. As you walk, the forest is dense and keeps on getting denser. You push your way past thicket, trees, bushes, and undergrowth. And as you push forward, you hear the scurrying of little animals, the tweeting of birds, the chattering of the other world. You know that they are all around you and have come to witness this amazing journey that you are taking. The forest is deep, the forest is dark, and you can hardly see one hand in front of the other, but you know that you must press on, and taken by some invisible force, you know exactly the route to take. Twigs crunch underfoot, snap, snap, snap. The feeling of the darkness is all around you. There is nothing to worry about here. It is embracing you. It is calming and beautiful. And as you move forward, you look above you. The canopy opens for one moment, and you see the moon in all of her glory. The moon shines a beam through the canopy, illuminating whatever she can. And as she illuminates your path, you see in front of you a small gap in the trees, which you now head for. And as you walk on, you leave the moonbeam behind you. And for a moment, it gets darker, but you can still see the gap in the trees in front of you. Walking to this gap now, you finally emerge into a beautiful, spacious clearing with long, lush grass. You notice a magnificent yew tree standing before you, illuminated in all of her glory, illuminated by the moon. As you look at the yew, you notice that the branches stretch to the heavens. It is so tall that you cannot see the top of the tree, but you know that it punctuates the clouds and goes on forever. And you look at the great big roots in front of you, massive roots, and you know that these roots stretch downwards into the earth forever, anchoring the world tree so it will never fall over. This is Yggdrasil, the world tree. You look at the girth of the tree. It is immense. But you notice on one side of the tree that there is light. It is like a veil. This veil separates the old year from the new year. You look for a moment, and turning your back on the light, you look backwards at the forest, and now you see shadowy figures. This is nothing to be concerned of. The shadowy figures are memories of what has gone on this year, in the past year. But it is in the past. These figures dart around you like on a movie screen, and you watch and remember. Good times, bad times, pleasant times, unpleasant times. But all of this is now behind you, all in the year that has passed. And in deep remembrance, you thank the year that has passed for all the gifts that it has given and all of the wisdom and medicine that it has delivered. You close your eyes and ask for a gift, a word, a feeling, an emotion, anything to carry into the new year. Turning around now, you look at the light on the other side of Yggdrasil. But to move forward, you must step over one of the massive roots that are before you. And when you are ready, and only when you are ready, take 1 foot and step over the massive root in front of you, into the light, into the new year, into a new beginning. And as you stand in the light of the new year, on the other side of Yggdrasil, looking into the trees, you see shadows flickering all around you. You notice that these shadows are somehow strange. They cannot be seen, even though they dart all around you. They cannot be made out, for this is what is to come, for this cannot be told. But the year holds 1,000 promises. And as you walk now in the light of the new year, in the glade that is beautifully illuminated by a luminous light that you do not know from where, animals join you. Maybe some foxes, maybe a wolf, maybe a bear, an eagle or hawk, a snail, whatever. These are your animal helpers, and they will help you this year. Give them thanks. Welcome them. And now, as you stand, flowers pop up. Flowers and beautiful blossoms. And you walk a little while in that glade, thinking of the year that has passed. Thinking of the word or the feeling or the emotion that you have been given to carry into this new year. For this is the medicine of the previous year. This is the learning. And as you remember this word, your animal spirits gather around you and remind you that it is now time to go from this place, to start the new year. And putting 1 foot in front of the other, you move towards the thicket once more, walking into the darkness, walking into the undergrowth, walking into the trees. You hear many scurrying and fluttering things, for they have beheld your journey into this new year. And as you walk into the forest, putting 1 foot in front of the other, the forest is somehow illuminated, even though the canopy is thick. This is the promise of what may come. And as you push further into the forest, the trees now start to thin. And as you reach the edge of the trees, you see the familiar glow of the fire. Freyr and Odin have waited for you to return. Nodding their head in acknowledgement of your journey, you nod back and take your seat around the fire. And as now everybody else comes out of the forest, you acknowledge each other for the journey that you have taken, stepping into this new year. bowing your head, you now stand around the fire, hold hands, and welcome in the new year. But you cannot stop here for long. New adventures now await, and a new year calls. I wonder where it will take you. The journey is to be started. And as you look into the fire for one last moment, you notice the pouch around your neck. And as you reach into the pouch, you take a snifter of tobacco, throw it into the fire, and as everybody else does the same, the fire roars upwards. Brightly burning oranges and yellows jump into the air. Odin smiles and laughs, as does Freya. You have given your gift now. You have fed the fire. You have kept it burning. You feel yourself fading once more, fading into smoke, being taken on the breeze once more, back to your home. You find yourself back in your home reality, back on your bed or your chair, wherever you started this journey from. You are becoming more material by the moment, more solid, and as you arrive fully back in this 3D space, take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, stretch and yawn, for you have stepped into a whole new year, a whole new reality, and you have stepped into a whole new being. And when you are ready, with a final breath in and a final breath out, feel yourself becoming more aware of this reality, and open your eyes and join us back in this room.